Label you with things till you're ashamed. You're a sexist or a racist, white supremacist or gay. They'll attack your reputation, claim that you're the one to blame, and try to make you hate yourself for ways that you behave. They're just names. Embrace them and they'll never cause you pain. They're just words that another person thought up in their brain. They're just names. They do not define you, that's insane, and they'll just call you something different if you change. Call me racist, I don't make no BLM donations. I can stand with black folks without a branded corporation. All this systemic prejudice, if you live in this nation, you privileged, black or Caucasian. Call me transphobic, but I support you in your policies. I just can't ignore the very basics of biology. All I see is men and women trying to live in harmony, not 100 genders that you wanna be. Call me snowflake, cause I'm offended, I ain't stone-faced. Social justice warriors destroying us with woke ways. Mad because they voted for the POTUS with the most hate. Man, I miss the old days. Call me loser, call me bigot, call me stupid, call me bitter, call me ugly, call me cracker, call me doucher, call me trigger. You can call me what you want, cause at the end of the day, man, they're just names. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. We ain't tripping cause we heard it all before. Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no pain. Your words ain't gonna hurt us anymore. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. Y'all are tripping, but I hope you find the Lord. Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no shame. Call us anything you want, I'm getting bored. They gon' try to call you names, label you with things till you're ashamed, repeat it till you really start believing
Heads
what
up,
they say.
we've detected copyrighted audio. Well, YouTube, I don't care. It's okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Tactical Pineapple Live. I am here. I'm live. I'm the pineapple that is tactical, and that is why you guys are here. Yeah, I guess if you aren't familiar, that's Tom McDonald released a new song today called Names. Definitely go check it out. As usual, controversial, doing his thing, but very top of the topic. So, welcome Jack Mahoff, Mario Mechanic Molina, Dr. Cat Milk, Crazy Eyes is also here. DLD After Dark jumping in saying the answer is yes. So he's given the answer. End of stream. We don't need to be here anymore. Thanks for tuning in, fuckers. I'll see you guys next week. Just kidding. Sup perp CNT Designs Coops in the house. Also Mario. Hey Mario, we haven't seen you for a little bit. Obviously didn't do a show last week, but just because we're missing you and you're here, I'm gonna give it to you just once. A little bit of penetration.
Penetration! You didn't like that? Oh, what about this? Penetration!
Yeah, in the house. So, the question asked is, does this make me less of a man? Well, technically, yes, the diet is working. So, I'm becoming a little bit less of a man every single day. Yeah. We'll see how that all goes out. But we are down literally almost a quarter of 100. So we're well, it's more than that, right? I think I'm at like 27 pounds lost in just over 3 weeks. So yes, I'm much less of a man actually, and that's a good thing. So we're here for it. We're gonna keep doing what we got to do, and you know, eventually there might be an update video. Yeah, so lots of stuff going on in the news. You know, we talked. So I'm Jack. LOL, forgot I was signed in on his other profile. So he's Jack Mahoff. Perfect. It doesn't surprise me at all. So if you are interested in Crazy Eyes, you can find him on OnlyFans under Jack Mahoff. So that's good for him. And CNT says, keep that shit up, brother. You were doing great. Yeah. It's not hard. It's not horrible. It's getting easier, I guess. Sometimes, but you know, sometimes there's also other shit. So what are you gonna do? You live and you learn, and then you lose weight because you stop eating. So good stuff. Yeah, and so below, as you can see, we're still doing the Pineapple Express. We're still doing the Pineapple Express holsters. We've still got them. We're still doing the mounted wherever holsters. Definitely go check those out if you haven't already. I know most of you have seen them. We're still delivering, man, like crazy. If you order, I think they're going out in like 24 to 48 hours. So no guarantees on that, but the guarantee is almost within 5 days. So I think it's within 7, I think I said. But regardless, they're getting out, and usually they're in your hands before 7 days is up. So that's the big ticket there. Also, store.tacticalpineapple.com. If you want to check out some merch, you're going to be seeing me wearing my merch a little bit more often because it's going to come in my size again. So there is that. That's always good. Yeah, I really don't have a ton to talk about, myself this evening. Anyone drinking what? Kratom? No. What? No more badass burgers if you come back to South Carolina. Damn it. I could totally do badass burgers, but I'm not going to be eating that burger per se. Probably not. So, awesome job taking care of the big guy and yourself. Yes, she also is doing a great fucking job herself. She's actually ahead of me, which is really good because typically women have a harder time losing weight. So I think my issue is that I need to up my protein. Kratom is a tea. It's delicious. Do I look like I'm from England? The last time I had tea, it was thrown into a harbor. So no, I'm joking. But tea is okay sometimes, I guess. But I can't say that too loudly because they are listening. So the goddamn bacon's in the house. He says he's been summoned. Miss Pineapple did say she wanted bacon. I don't believe she wanted your bacon. That said, her choice, I guess. Right. Tea is fish food. Tea is absolutely fish food. Kratom. Doesn't matter. It's tea. Treason party. So I have a lot of issues that I might have a bad week. Yeah. So she's also going to probably have a bad week, like she's saying, because of her former history with thyroid cancer and having a thyroidectomy. She has to be monitored quite heavily because as she loses weight, she's going to have to change her medication, and she's feeling it tonight. Feeling it this last couple days, where she just doesn't have the energy and things that other people do have. So she's got to watch that. CNT Designs, hey, caught part of the stream earlier. So did I. For a couple minutes. Here and there talking about packing the court. Of course, that's gonna fucking be a thing. Whereas Tony repoing people's shit, probably. It's all good though. Mario says I have hypothyroidism. It sucks ass. She has hypothyroidism mostly because she doesn't have a thyroid. So that's good. Yep. Just keep up the plan. That's what we're going to do. So I'm drinking Zevia because I wanted something with some flavor while I was sitting down here. Not horrible. Not the best thing in the world either. But hey, we live and we deal with it. That's what we got to do. So I'm not sure how many people are following it. Matt Hoover, CRS Firearms, better known for most individuals, is quickly becoming one of the more important names that we need to watch out for around the interwebs at the moment. So due to the recent rulings out of the Supreme Court, there's seems to be some actual movement now in people's actual interpretations of it, which is good. The first interpretation that we're seeing in the court system is actually for Matt Hoover, aka CRS Firearms, by his lawyers who are pursuing a ruling basically on his case to dismiss under the law, basically because he didn't break the law. Which, number one, before even the Bruen case was determined, he didn't break the law. But now with the interpretation of Bruen, it's definitely opening up a whole fucking, just a spiral fucking shit show of everything. And what's ended up happening is CRS Firearms' lawyers are going to take the stand and push against the NFA, basically. So could they get rid of the NFA? Possibly. Could this be the case that does it? Possibly. I'm interested to see where it's going to go. It's definitely something that needs to be watched. And if you guys aren't paying attention or seeing what's going on, definitely head on over to CRS Firearms channel. Check out the new stuff that's coming out over there. And Mr. Pinocchio, tear down the NFA. Yes. So that's basically it. So let's hope. Let's hope. That's what he's saying. Let's hope. That's all we got is hope at this point. Everything else is going against us, and the world is falling apart quickly. So obviously, we've also got record high inflation. Which they're saying, no, it's not record high inflation. It's only 9% or whatever the fuck it is today. If you calculate it the same way they did in the 80s, trust me, it's record fucking high. But, they change the way you calculate it so they don't have to deal with it quite so much. BDGG in the house saying, yo, yo, yo. That's what I meant by crazy. Hey, whatever. Not my body anymore. Tried to kill me. Yeah. Yep. Oh, the thyroid is an amazingly crazy thing in our bodies. Yes. This has been rather fascinating, having the CRS case possibly backfiring in our favor. Yeah, it's not necessarily the CRS case backfiring. It just so happens that after Bruen, and in the court system, the way things work, you have to have an active case. You can't you can do a subpoena and you can do all that stuff and you can start it, but he's already got an active case working, and they're going to have to make a determination in his case based on the precedent that's been set in the courts. Now, new precedent was set since the beginning of his case, which means that is the most viable and the most recent interpretation under federal law. That means that they now have new evidence that they can go backwards in court filings and actually resubmit different things, and they have. They filed for a motion of dismissal under X, Y, and Z, and then they're challenging the definition of the legalities based on the law. Now, they could go after it for multiple things. Other than just the Bruen case and the NFA, and machine guns shouldn't be illegal because they're constitutionally allowed. But they can also go after them based on the EPA case, which basically does away with, the ability of an organization that's not a legislative body to make determinations on cases. So that's the way it is. CNT says it true. History, text, and tradition does not support the NFA. No, but unfortunately, a lot of fucking Republicans did. So, yes, it sounds like a bunch of emotional damage. But hey, it's not on our side at least, so that's good. Yeah, Dr. Catmilk says it's only 9% plus or minus 5, which is basically referring to inflation. Yeah, we're in there somewhere. It's okay. The American people will continue to pay high gas prices as long as we need to in order to support the Ukraine. It has been literally 2 weeks since I've been downstairs, and it is a fucking chasm of spiders down here. It's a good thing I don't have arachnophobia. Yeah, so I gotta get down here a little bit more often, I guess. Jeez. It's that time of year, I guess. It's been warm. It's been gorgeous. I don't know about you guys, but my mental health is determined very heavily on how much sun I get, as well as how much riding I get in. This generally does well for me, and it has been really good weather. I've been riding a lot, and that's what I enjoy. So, haven't been in the basement nearly as much. So they are everywhere, though. Fucking spiders. Yes, if the EPA case comes into play, the frames and receivers rules for the ATF will not stand. Not writing me, though, she says. Fair enough. The back to the EPA case comes in play. The frames and receivers rules from the ATF will not stand. Yes, the EPA case does come into play. It's just where it's going to come into play. I believe it's kind of it's a game of chess, not checkers. You don't throw all your cards on the table all at once. So that's good. All hail the Spider King, Spider Apple. Yeah, Spider King. I can deal with that as long as you don't call me the Tiger King. So there's another one. How's the lawsuit going? That's an interesting question. I think that's a sore spot too right now, right? Yeah, I don't know. There's just a ton of news that's been happening. I don't even know where to begin outside of that stuff though. But like I said, make sure you head over to CRS Firearms. Give them a support. Him and his family depend on the money that comes from YouTube, and they've been obviously peddled in the algorithm, just kind of in the doldrums. But they finally got a court date, August 25th. Fantastic. That's fucking awesome. Once you have the court date, I'm sure you guys know, your lawyers probably know that is hopefully the last dealing of it, because the way things should have been, kick Karen's ass. Yes, kick Karen's ass. So the Democratic Party is falling apart. I know, just straight transition, just right over there, just going to slap it through. It doesn't take much to realize that the federal government is run by Democrats. The Democrats are falling apart. They don't want their own nominee, their own incumbent to run for president. Now, I know historically it's happened, but I don't think there's been a time where it was so historically significant. There's actually talking that they're going to run Hillary Clinton again in 2024, which is absolutely fucking insane. Charles Sexton, I saw this before. I'm not going to ignore it. A buddy of mine is going through a 2A court battle right now here in Oklahoma. If you can expound on that a little bit, I'd gladly hear it. I'm not familiar with what you're going through in Oklahoma, what's going on. So that's definitely something I'd be interested in hearing. They'd do better to run a pile of dog shit. Yeah, well, they might. So you never know what they're going to do. The Democratic Party doesn't know what the fuck they're going to do. We all know they're not going to run Kamala because she can't speak either. Heard and turd 2024. Yeah, that's pretty much it. In other news, records have been set in Texas by Beto O'Rourke. He's raised a record $27.6 million. I'd like somebody to open an investigation to find where that money came from, because I'm guessing it came from less than a lot of donors. So, he sold a gun to a man that lied on the 4473 and was told to proceed when he called it in. Okay, that's fucked up. And he's going through court for it. Like, he sold a gun to a man that lied on a 4473 and was told to proceed when he called it in. Okay. I don't see the fault in it. Like, you don't know that he filled out the 4473 incorrect. You run it through and it says proceed. The guy that bought the gun went to prison for it, and now they want to pull his buddy's FFL. Yeah, and that's the crazy part too, is they're taking a lot of shit for granted, and they're trying to go after the FFLs 100% based on registry wants. So this all goes back to the Bureau of Records, and when an FFL is closed, shut down, or removed, from the list of FFLs. Basically, they take all their records and they put them into the database. Databases are illegal. It's not searchable, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's crazy. So, stupid. It's seen. We see it. Yeah, Crazy Eyes says only Hunter can lie on a 4473. But he lied and said that he didn't have a cannabis card. Fair enough. That's the dumbest thing. Like, it's an easy check. Whatever. Hit the like, perps. That's what CNT says. Yeah, hit the like. He just remembered to do it. Be like Coop. Be more like Coop. That's all right. Was the buyer chatting with an FBI agent? Entirely possible. Most likely they did a check. They know who's got cannabis cards and you purchased a firearm and blah, blah, blah. And yes, even if it is legal in your state, it is illegal federally. The 4473 is a federal form. Remember, folks, even if it's legal in your state, it is not legal in the fucking federal government's eyes. Therefore, boom, shakalaka. The ATF said that my buddy should have violated HIPAA. Well, technically, so there's a question here. Now HIPAA laws do not apply to non-medical professionals. So if I receive medical information about Crazy Eyes, see, he says something to me and it's medical information, I'm not obligated to keep that to myself. I can tell anybody I want, and I'm not violating HIPAA law. So there is some question there whether or not that was there. But technically, by saying that he should have violated HIPAA, it shows me that the ATF doesn't understand their own laws. HIPAA is codified to protect patient doctor privilege, nothing else. So unless your buddy is an FFL who also sells pot with a medical license, that's not a thing. So I don't know why the ATF would say something like that. But hey, there would be other violations if he did, and it would open himself up to other legislation. Other potential back plays, subpoenas, different things like that. So you never want to do that either. So don't be more like Coop. I drink and smoke too much. Hey, that's cool, man. Drinking and smoking and stuff is all cool and shit. Hey, Manuel's COD channel. What is up, buddy? Welcome to the shit show. You know what? It has been a while. It's been a couple weeks. We haven't done the full penetration. So, Mario, penetration.
Penetration! You didn't like that? Oh, what about this? Penetration!
More penetration. Not only doctor, anyone in healthcare, even the cleaning people can't say what they see, says Mrs. Pineapple. This is true. And that was, another thing. Yes, they work in the medical field, so they have HIPAA contracts. So yeah, that's the deal. His buddy has CNR FFL, nothing more, and don't even know the guy that he slid the gun to. There was no way for him to know if the guy had his card or not. Right, and that's the thing. Like, plausible deniability is a defense in a case like that. You do everything you can as an FFL. You have them fill out the 4473. Now, if your buddy told him, hey, if the guy told your buddy that he has a medical marijuana card and your buddy's like, well, don't fill that section, that has to say no. If he did that, then he was in violation of something. But again, that would also have to be proved. So unless your buddy has cameras that he's turned in on himself, or a recording happened, technically he should be in the clear, but this is the current government that is in place, and they're just looking to take FFLs away. So, yeah, Crazy Ice says, I still don't see how this is the FFL's fault. It's really not, and it's not even about that. It's just about reducing the number of FFLs and doing it in a manner that makes it look like they're not infringing upon people's rights. So, runs a shop out of his house, no cameras. So there, I mean, unless he was being recorded, the conversation, it has to default to, as an FFL, I have tools at my disposal to ensure that I'm not selling a gun to somebody who's restricted. Those tools are the 4473 and my experience as an individual selling to people over the years. So you can avoid straw purchases and things by simply being observant. And that's something that you learn in the trade. That's something that you learn how to deal with. And you use those tools to the best of your ability. The 4473 isn't perfect. It shouldn't even exist in my opinion. But the fact of the matter is it does. And you fill out the 4473 truthfully and honestly, you sign off on the bottom of it saying that you have filled it out truthfully and honestly, and then you hand it over to the FFL. The FFL does what he has to do by running it through the database. And if he gets a proceed, if he gets an all clear, it's a good go. It's go. If you get delayed and it takes more than 3 days for that delay to come back, technically they can release the firearm to you even without a proceed. And then if it gets kicked back after 5 days or some shit, they literally are in a predicament now where they're like, okay, well, you technically shouldn't have a gun. I have to contact you and tell you that your check came back and you should bring it back to me. But if you don't, now I have to contact the federal authorities. And that's really the only time that a person who has a 4473 filled out could intervene in the sale outside of the initial denial. So, yeah, I don't know. He asked the guy what he was, but NG, the gun for guy, said home defense. He asked the guy what he was needing the gun for, and the guy said home defense. Seems legitimate to me. And he was given a proceed immediately. Well, that's just it. Is like, states don't have to report if you have a medical marijuana card. So it wouldn't automatically deny you from being able to get it. So, yeah, gun laws are stupid. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a shotgun wound. All gun laws are stupid. I've yet to find anybody who can explain to me how machine guns are so dangerous that they need to be legislated and outlawed unless you pay a tax. If you pay a $200 tax, all good, you can have it. I just don't understand. And silencers as well. Yes, they're just extremely dangerous. Suppressors, not silencers, but you know the way they do things. It's not right. You just can't have them. Oh, you have $200? Okay, then here's your approval 9 to 12 months later. It's stupid. It doesn't do a goddamn thing, and people who are going to do illegal things with firearms are going to do it whether the firearm is legal or not. And they're going to make things that make their firearms illegal, and they're going to do stupid shit. It's no different than what CRS Firearms is going through right now. Literally, he was promoting a piece of fucking metal that had a laser edged fucking part on it. Nobody knows for sure. I mean, we do now, but nobody knows for sure when those came out, whether the card was accurate, whether it was made to scale. It's just a fucking novelty item that literally said, hey, if I cut this out, I could be a felon. And that was it. It was a piece of art. It was a drawing. I could draw. I've done it before. I did it in the CRS Firearms thing I did where I broke it down. I drew the fucking part and just showed it on camera. Does that make me a firearms manufacturer because I know what the part looks like? No, I could show you how to bend a coat hanger to do the same goddamn thing. I could do it live on stream. And technically, It's a fucking coat hanger. Am I violating the law? No, I'm making a sculpture, a wireframe sculpture. But the ATF would consider it a machine gun. It would consider you manufacturing a machine gun. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's the dumbest shit in the world. No, I don't have a use for a machine gun. I'm not laying down cover fire for a fucking fire squad. It's just not who I am. I'm not going to do it. I have no purpose for it. Is it fun? Damn right it's fun. Man, back in the day when ammo was affordable, fuck yeah, I enjoyed getting behind a bullet hose and fucking letting some fucking lead fly. Nowadays, just the thought of fucking running 30 rounds in a couple seconds for just shits and giggles is like, okay, 30 times 58 equals X. No fucking way, man. I'm not going to fucking spend 3.2 seconds that much money. Like, I got other things I could spend that money for. So, yeah. Did I hear bent up coat hangers? No, we are not talking about Roe v. Wade tonight. Flowers in the attic. That's what we talked about. Not only that, CNT, it happened during the assault weapons ban. Yeah, the LA shooting. Yeah, that's what he said. The LA shooting is the perfect example. 2 machine guns illegally modified. With a 30 caliber clips in half a second. It shot out of a gun that weighs as much as 2 boxes that you might be moving. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. Lots of other stuff to talk about too. Ivana Trump died. Blunt impact from injuries after falling. Apparently she couldn't walk. That's sad. Definitely going to affect some things. And not Ivanka, Ivana. So you got to understand there's a lot of different things. So we're also back into vaccination season. That's something that's new that was developing this week again. Vaccination schedules are coming back out. Apparently, we're about to have, and I know that YouTube loves that word, vaccination. We're going to peg it. We're just going to fucking peg it. So COVID, which is another one, coronavirus, has this new BA5, which is bitch ass 5 variant, which is supposedly going to be the most transmissible and whatever bullshit coming out of COVID, but it's also going to hit at the same time as monkeypox, folks. Remember, if you haven't already, get your vaccination for monkeypox. You don't want that fucking disease. It's insane. It's crazy. And it just so happens to be spreading a couple months before the midterm elections. Imagine that. I bet you the next thing we're going to talk about is the paper ballots coming back, right? We're gonna mail out all the paper ballots in the next couple weeks for the next couple, election cycles, just to get things there. If you say vaccination 3 times in a dark bathroom, Fauci will appear. In a dark bathroom? Can I just say it anywhere? I'm in a dark basement. Spiders all around me. Vaccination. Nope. Didn't show up here, so we're good. Criminals don't obey laws. Show me a case where it does. Yeah, they don't. Mark Spivey, man, haven't seen you in forever. How the fuck are you doing, buddy? Good to see you back. Yeah, I could show you cases where criminals did obey the law, but it's typically in an attempt to get away. So if you're attempting to flee a scene and you're in a vehicle, the easiest way to get away is to drive at the same rate as everybody else because you blend in. You don't look like an individual who's attempting to escape. My favorite part of, people leaving a crime scene that's flooded with, people is just driving down the road really, really fast. It's like you don't stick out like a sore thumb at all. Just keep driving 100 miles an hour in a 25 mile an hour zone. It's good. You can also avoid monkeypox by not going to the Pride events and after parties. I didn't say that. You did. Koof took you out for a while. Well, I'm glad that you are back, sir. Not doing donuts in the Yes, I do not suggest doing donuts in the parking lot. It takes up valuable time. But to be fair, those donuts prevented me from getting far enough down the road that I actually hit a main road. So I didn't actually hit that main road, which meant I probably didn't actually end up hurting anybody other than myself, which is a great thing. So thanks for that. Yeah, so there's news coming from all over the place. Texas, I believe, has now officially declared an invasion. Not surprising, seeing as though how many people are coming through the borders all the time. It's ridiculous. I mean, the amount of people that are coming through down there, and we're good. Um, crazy stuff. So there's other things. I don't know who's seen it. Apparently, I think it was a trial in West Virginia. Earlier this year, apparently, a judge whipped out a handgun. That's hitting the news now. Something. I mean, he got pissed off at some lawyer. He pulled it and literally pointed it directly at him. So yeah, it's crazy. I can't remember the details. I know it was a 1911 that was pulled or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there was some conversation that he didn't actually have it on him the whole time. It's not something that he does, but it's like it's put in a drawer and it stays there just in case it's needed. And apparently he felt that day that it was needed. So it's interesting to see stuff like that coming out. But Mario says, remember, kids, up and down the highway, not across the street. Are you referring to having people commit suicide, sir? That's horrible advice. I mean, it's great advice if you actually want him to succeed, but the fact that he didn't carry a Taurus judge is disappointing. Ha ha ha. Texas declared an invasion from Mexico or California. Mexico. They should declare one from California as well. To be fair, they also should probably declare one against YouTubers. I'm just saying. There's a whole lot of fucking YouTubers in Texas now. Specifically in the Bernie, Texas area. No talking shit, no throwing shade. Just saying. Yeah. So I mean, it's what 9:41. I do have a little bit more stuff we can talk about. I know there's a bunch of riots that are going on, different things like that. I'm not really interested in covering that. It's just kind of stupid stuff that what can I say? I'm going to go ahead and say, Mark, I'm glad that you're safe. I'm glad that you're back. Glad that you didn't take you out too badly, I guess. You're here. Doing fairly well now. That's good. And I'm gonna probably go ahead and say we'll play a song. I've got some more that we can do that probably won't get us slammed. Too bad, might get us taken down, but it's good. It is riot season. Crazy Ass says, is it riot season? It is. Excuse me. They are now moving to peacefully rioting in the daytime because it's more disruptive than at night, especially because a lot of people have made it legal to protest at night now. So long as they are peaceful, they'll be left alone. So there is that. Don't know what else to say about it. Next week, I will probably have a show. I don't know what we're going to be talking about. We probably will not have a guest because, again, Mom will be working next week as opposed to this week. I tried to find a guest for this week. Things kind of shifted, fell through. Wasn't able to pull it together at the last moment, trying to get somebody as a stand-in. But in 2 weeks, we do have a guest. I do hope everybody wants to stick around and talk to this individual. Get your information, your questions ready. We will have Adam Grubb on the show. If you are not familiar, join the Discord. There's a link in the link tree that's in the description of this video that will take you to the Discord if you're not already a member. Scroll through the general, find where I shared Adam Grubb's channel, where I announced that he was going to be on. Definitely check it out. I'll actually even go here and pull it up myself because really a good dude. Not somebody that you would expect to be so soft spoken, but he's definitely an individual who has a unique story, to say the very, very fucking least. He's got a couple videos on YouTube. Used to have more stuff out there. He does post some things on Instagram here and there. Here we go. If you aren't familiar, please go check out his channel. Go check out that video, and read the description underneath it. It is part of his story. It will get you heads up, but it will prep you for in 2 weeks when he comes on the show, and you can ask questions. And we're going to pick his brain a little bit, talk to him about how he got into what he was doing, why he did what he was doing, how he learned what he was doing specifically. And at that point, when we've got him here, that's the time to ask questions, because the man has a fucking brain like no other. And although they've taken everything that he built, they can't take everything that he's learned. So we're not going to be answering specific questions that could cause illegalities or anything like that. But hey, Brian the Biker's in here. What's up, buddy? That's going to be the other announcement. I believe it's still scheduled. We'll have to confirm that, Bri. But we, I believe, are scheduled for like the 20th, which is, let me double check this here. Yes, Wednesday the 20th would be next week. Next week, Wednesday, around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. No, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't know. I got to look at my calendar. I will be on his channel that evening discussing things motorcycle related as well as what we do here. So I'm looking forward to it. You might remember Bri from our mental health panel. He was one of the big members over there. Appreciate it for that. And now he's here jumping in saying, yes, sir, it is. 8 Eastern Central Standard Time. Can't wait. We've had a few things that pushed it back a little bit, but hey, we're back. Hopefully your kitchen is clean now, sir. Not that you have a dirty kitchen, but that everything is worked out that caused the issues the last time. So, like I said, I'm not going to hang around too much more. Ma's home. Got to spend some time with her. She's complaining that I'm spending too much riding the motorcycle and not enough time riding her. So I have to do some correction there. If she's still listening, she'll appreciate the correction. But hey, like I said, I will do an update, probably video this next week on the diet, because it'll be officially 4 weeks in. Already I'm at like 27 pounds down. Like I said, probably a little bit more. I haven't checked in much. I try not to weigh every day because then it gets annoying. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to play a song, and we're going to head out after this one, just because YouTube's really going to hate the rest of this video no matter what we do after that. So, there she goes. There, she's still watching, giving a giggle. So, gotta have wifey time. Gotta have wifey time. That's an absolute fact. And with her working second shift and me working first shift-ish and everything else, and you guys get a good amount of time from me on Friday nights when she's home, and she graciously gives that to us. So everybody give a big round of applause to Mrs. Pineapple for allowing this to continue on. The boss is a must. Yes. So without further ado, we're going to go into, yeah, and asshole kids. Yes, my asshole kids too. I got them. We all love them. I'm just here for that chicken. I don't have any chicken. I don't have a sexy chicken. I don't know what chicken you're here for, but I'm guessing you're here for that big white chicken in the back. You like white cock, don't you, boy? You like to be penetrated by white cock.
Penetration! You didn't like that? Oh, what about this? Penetration!
Well, here we are. I would put a news story at the beginning of this song, but nobody's covering it, so it's just me. I mean, how many nicknames does this guy have? You got Big Guy, Pedo Joe, Sleepy Joe, now Pedo Peter? I mean, this one really caught me off guard. Well, looks like we got a pedo leader. All thanks to his son, he made a pedo tweaker. Pedos, y'all just some pedo breeders. You're the big guy, now it's Pedo Peter. Wait, I thought it was Big Guy. Now it's Pedo Peter? You rank pretty high on the pedo meter, Joe. Hi, I am the pedo beater. Pretty sick your own son calls you Pedo Peter. Well, looks like we got a pedo leader. All thanks to his son, he made a pedo tweaker. Pedos, y'all just some pedo breeders. You're the big guy, now it's Pedo Peter. Wait, I thought it was Big Guy. Now it's Pedo Peter? You rank pretty high on the pedo meter, Joe. Hi, I am the pedo beater. Pretty sick your own son calls you Pedo Peter. Y'all sick freaks, these are sick leaks. It's a big swamp, y'all a big creek. Man, y'all are burned like the fig tree. Never learn y'all messing with the big G. He's a big guy, lay the smack down. I'm with him, we'll never back down. But Hunter can't seem to put that crack down. But it's the same demon, just got passed down. We see you sniffing the kids. You belong in a prison with pigs. Look, I'm done with the queers, you cover your ears, but you gonna listen to this. How you vote for a pedo that can't even walk? You didn't get the memo, he can't even talk.
Sure did I suffer the pressure.
That's cockapoo. Y'all must be into a lot of voodoo. Y'all bow down to the father guru. Looks like he's stuck in a lot of doo-doo. Man, but look, he'll never see a cell. Cause nobody talking and nobody tell. You gonna scream, I know you gonna yell. And you gonna pay when he throw you in hell. Well, looks like we got a pedo leader. All thanks to his son, he made a pedo tweaker. Pedos, y'all just some pedo breeders. You're the big guy, now it's Pedo Peter. Wait, I thought it was Big Guy. Now it's Pedo Peter? You rank pretty high on the pedo meter, Joe. Hi, I am the pedo beater. Pretty sick your own son calls you Pedo Peter. It seems like everybody cover for Joe. All of these people, they come from below. Look at his son, he knee deep in the blow, selling oil to China like who would've known? Man, somebody making $1. Fire the pedo, I'm tired of the robbers. Tired of the godless, I'm tired of the mockers. And now when I sell, I don't care what they offer. All of that pedo stuff running the family. All of the people prepare for calamity. I'm a big Christian, I won't use profanity. I'ma be real, they don't live in reality. Man, these people are sick. I'm watching the clock as it ticks. He's coming quick, you think that you slick. It won't be a game when he rain down the bricks. Pedophiles, y'all the worst kind. You should be killed on the first time. How you committing the worst crime? You ain't nothing but dirt with perverse minds. Man, you a sick individual. Stand before God, you a criminal. It's all political. I'll never pity the pitiful. Burning the flame with the liberals. Well, looks like we got a pedo leader. All thanks to his son, he made a pedo tweaker. Pedos, y'all just some pedo breeders. You're the big guy, now it's Pedo Peter. Wait, I thought it was Big Guy. Now it's Pedo Peter? You rank pretty high on the pedo meter, Joe. Hi, I am the pedo beater. Pretty sick your own son calls you